Ranneko's Massive Tips! Brutalist Battle Tactics. The Brutalist is the Alchemist Caberjack hybrid class. As a result, you're only going to get them at level 2 or higher. They give you some of the knockback abilities of the Caberjack with the explosive nature of the Alchemist. So if we look at the skill set of the Brutalist, you have at level 2, rather than free throw, you get Hack and Slash, which is basically like follow-up on the Hunter Tree except melee only. It's kind of a poor substitute in my opinion. Yes, it lets you take out more enemies in melee, but I would rather get to throw 2 flasks. That is one of the things that I really like about Alchemists, and Brutalists don't get it. They are, as a result, a much slower class for getting shit done. At level 2, they get a choice between an extra item slot and Fury. In general, I'm not that fond of Fury because I'd rather not get hit. It requires you to basically have a good source of healing for it to be at all useful, and it's just better not to take damage if you can avoid it. So I guess I often will go for extra items. The downside is, of course, at level 6, you don't get the choice of throw items. Brutalists cannot throw items, so you can't use them. The extra item is pure utility for that character. You can't use it to support your teammates in the same way. You can't throw a Perilous Core, for example. It's just not as useful as it otherwise would be. But at level 6, you get the choice of Prime Target and Acid Solution. So Prime Target is useful if you're using the Unstable Carapace armor. It's not as useful otherwise because, again, it's good to be able to force enemies to move towards you, and especially if you're using it from the back lines, it's quite useful in that regard. But it's better to actually not have the enemies attack you at all and have them all dead. So often I will pick Acid Solution because Acid Solution means that you do that extra bit of damage to every enemy that you hit. It adds a small damage over time effect. It's not a huge amount of damage, and in fact, because you get it at level 6, it's less effective than if you were to get it like when you first meet Bulwarks, but it's good. At level 8, you get a choice between Blade Storm, which is an area attack around you. That combos pretty well with Prime Target to pull those enemies in, but it isn't my favorite ability because you can't charge and use it. They have to be within 1 move. And that's just a lot more situational. And you've got Bees in a Bottle, which is another thrown item. It's useful. It does more damage over time than, say, Acid does. It is also more likely to give you friendly fire. And at level 10, you get Mad Bomber, which is my favorite level 10 ability, but it's less useful on your Brutalists because they don't get free throw. So as you can see, it doesn't even mention that it removes free throw cooldown because you don't have it. So it doesn't do that. It just gives you 10 flasks. The flasks are your highest damaging ability. They're your ranged attack, so having more of them isn't bad. So it's fine. It's just not as good as it otherwise would be. It's also worth noting that this is the only level 10 ability that doesn't kick in during battle effectively, because it increases your starting value. So if you get it during a fight, sure, you just hit level 10, you got the higher stats, but you don't immediately get 5 more flasks from nowhere. On the bright side, if you lose that 10th level because some jerk lapse hits you, you also don't lose those extra flasks. It's really a level 10 ability that, with one exception, it is the only level 10 ability that only kicks in outside of battle. Alright, so here's our team. Let's go out there. We're on Sage Right defense here, so we're going to try and help protect them. That's one of the reasons for bringing along a Skipping Stone. Hopefully the Sage Rights will have Haste Hooch so they can get into position. Let's go. So as always, we start at the other end of the frickin' battlefield from those. We're dealing with mostly advanced cadence because we're right near the end of the timeline here. Let's just see what our Sage Rights have on them. It is indeed the Haste Hooch. What we're going to do is we're going to basically just try and kill all of them. One of the things that I've actually got here is one of the characters has Skipping Stone. Here we go, and Blade Storm. So I can run up. And I can try and... hi, yeah. The problem is I can't just charge those guys down. I just don't have the distance and the speed to do it. Okay, I would love to take that guy down. Let's see. If I run up and hack and slash, I can probably either mostly or entirely eliminate this guy. Just mostly. Okay, do we have a prime target to use? No, I've only got one guy with prime target and I unhelpfully put him there. But that pulls those two away. That's good. Prime target is based on your hero's vision. So this character has Hawkeye, which increases their sight range. So it allows them to pull enemies that actually can't see them, which is kind of useful. You just don't have the kind of range that you need to really pull this off. Okay, so we can use Pillar Picture though to try and reduce visibility. Well, that's kind of reduced visibility. This guy's got the Hand of Fate, which is nice. Just gonna move them up. And now, you have already gone. You can swap. And here I can finish that character off, or I can actually duck back around the corner. And those guys are probably going to push up towards the center. What we're actually going to do is we're just going to scout a little bit. Yep, I thought you might do that. So we're just trying to move such that we don't have every enemy right in our face immediately. I'm really bad at keeping Sage Rights alive. What we do have the advantage of here is the Haste Hooch. If they had Skipping Stones, this would be even better. But you can't actually set Sage Right equipment. They use the default. And yeah, they both just pop around the corner. That's fine. Because it's not like the Ruptures. So I can try and rush back here. Oh, hi there. Thanks for revealing your location. Thanks for you revealing that. These two actually have to... Wow. Wow, there are a ton of you guys. Yeah, and most of you push back, but they're compelled to move forwards because they were told to come get some. And if they don't, then what are they even doing? I mean, really. Okay, so here. We pull up here. And we throw a knockback flask. So if we pull this off right, in fact, no, we can't do that. What I'd ideally like to do is knock that guy into him, but actually this flask should kill both of them. So the knockback is kind of irrelevant.
I get way too excited about this.
And there we go. Level 10. We've got a level 10. And as I said, this is actually not going to make much difference, because at level 10 they don't get any cool new abilities. I'll just pop around this corner, and there should be someone here. There we go. The advantage of getting that line of sight. Okay, you move up. Can we get them? Yes, we can. So clearing out that space. We'll get those guys with some bees. Don't think that will kill them, however. And we'll move up. Now the trickier part of these fellas. Hey, That's weird. The camera's not actually letting me get back there. But if I use tab, I can get at it. That was odd. I don't know what seized the camera there. But here, we'll just basically leg it. Just trying to see if we can keep any of them alive, really. Because unfortunately the cadence will preferentially run towards them. And we might as well punch a man. As part of this whole running away. I wonder if I could have double hoosted. Double H hoost. Double boosted, whatever. Words. Like they're real. Those guys chase. Yeah, see, they can just be one shot by them. One could potentially survive. This is one of the things that makes advanced lapses so dangerous. Not only do they suck the health out of characters that they hit, but they put all skills on maximum cooldown, which I feel is rude. Nope. It is really difficult to keep those guys alive. Okie dokie, you. Maybe if you can use the hooch twice to get double speed boost, I could have done it. Actually, we'll move them there. Puts them completely out of the line of sight of any enemies we got, which is pretty useful right now. You spin in a circle. So hack and slash is the only cooldown ability with a cooldown. Oh, that's right, you have pillar pitcher, which means that you have a lower blast radius. Also, things only move in cardinal directions. If I'm using cardinal the right way. I'm not actually totally sure on that. Okay, let's move you up here. Wait, you are level 10. I might as well actually grab Mad Bomber. It may not last because of those lapses. Those foul lapses. Okay. What we're going to do here is we're going to grab some Haste Hooch, run up here, and try to remember where it was the enemies were. There we go. I can remember things. Honed hearing would have made that process so much simpler. That's a particularly annoying move because it means that I either have to use a flask or just accept that I have lost some health dealing with that man. And by man, I mean weird seed thing. And this blocks that path off, which is probably useful. Let's do this. Doesn't have acid, so that doesn't actually stop anything. Let's move up. I'm mostly trying to avoid getting attacked by lapses. Ah, I can't swap to him. Now I can. There is a maximum range on the swap. That does leave me without movement over there, but that's fine. And you just sit there. Sit there and stay there. Hi there. How's it going? In the world of the cray cray. The bees are basically gone, I think. They've got one last turn. But that will kill that, but also actually clear the path off. It would hit him, however. I'm not that keen on that idea. So I'll move him back one. Ah, hi there. So here, if I do this, then they're all dead. Hopefully. Oh wow. Wow, that was some fine throwing there, sir. That was impressive. Okay. So that is one of the downsides of using the using that particular item, the boom slinger, is you can just kill yourself because the scatter is pretty high. Yeah, I'll kill you off, but still try and deny that area. And finally, we try to... Wow, okay. You're just not very useful right now. We'll use some haste hooch to get across that gap. There's no way this could cause me any problems, having those guys lined up like that. No, none. None at all. Oh wow, it got bead. Cool. Hey there, lady. Okay, so here we just run up and we kill that. Pushes us back to there, which hopefully means that we're not going to get hit by the lapse next turn. You just smack it. The knockback doesn't stun anyone. Good. Good to see that that was not just a wacky theory. Okay, we'll take that guy down. Knock him back into a wall. Producing those fellas. And now I can move up and I can take out these fellas. Although again, it's right actually at the edge. So I got a good chance of missing. Fortunately the scatter was not so bad that I killed one of my own guys. Or myself. You run up. Fortunately only one of these guys has the armor. So, Carapace Explosion only hits one. Unfortunately, these guys are a bit dumb and they block their own path. Okay. Yeah, the bees do attack the pillars. That seems like one of the dumber aspects of this whole thing. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll pop him. Oh wow. Okie dokie, you get back hidden. Now, Does one of you have the skipping stone? No, the skipping stone is on the character that died. So I'm just going to run him out. Spin around. Good thing is that never misses because it's an area attack, a melee area attack, in fact. And here, run out and try to prime target. See if that actually will get anything, because this guy has a really low sight radius. So instead, he's just going to run up here. Yep. Yeah, that pillar. That pillar is such a jerk. Nice choice of location. Although the bees will move, so maybe irrelevant. Get biffed. You have a pillar pitcher. You have the hand of fate. So, what we can do here is we can knock that guy back so he doesn't come any closer when he dies. There we go. This guy can run around and can take this one out. I think that should be everything. Yes. You should have thrown better, buddy.
It's going to be hard to sleep through the horns tonight.
And unfortunately, we also lost 2 sage rights in the whole process. But that is how you play with Brutalists. Have a great day!